Hey everybody, it's Jeremiah. So since my last video, which seemed to be pretty popular with people, I think once you say masturbation, everybody freaks out. And anyway, so a few of you contacted me. Okay, maybe not a few, maybe just a couple. Okay, maybe two of you contacted me and asked me the question of when I was having a worse manic episode, what was I doing or what did I go through? So this is something we're going to talk about today. And good, bad, and ugly, but a lot of times, especially with me, it's funny. Okay, I'll catch you on the other side. Hey everybody, I just got out of the parking garage at the gym. I forgot to bring my really good sunglasses, and I've only got these shitty ones, which I really hate wearing them, but I might have to put them on, even though it's 6:31 p.m. in San Diego. Anyway, so going back to the conversation of what was the worst kind of manic episodes I've ever had, and most of them I don't remember a lot about them. I'm normally involved. Normally, I'm so ingrained in it that I don't even realize that I'm in a episode. And it's not until like I really start doing like stupid things. So most times, if I'm in manic episodes, I'm just like jittery, very talkative. I get aggravated very, very easily, and just kind of like I'm just not happy. Even though I've got energy and I'm feeling great, I'm just not happy because when you're in the middle of a manic episodes, like your brain is running so fast. I mean, look, most times you're on 2 hours of sleep. You're burning crazy hot. You're jittery. I mean, you talk non-stop. A lot of times, like, you don't even breathe in between words. It's like fast talking, and people are not responding to you quick enough, and it gets aggravating. And then a lot of times, it's like you know what you want to say, but your mouth is not going quick enough to say the words, and it's just like really, really aggravating. It's not a fun place to be in, even though it can be fun. Most of my stuff, though, that makes me think it's fun, it's just stupidity, and it's just like stuff that's just not logical in any way, but at the time it seems logical. Like a time when I went to work and somehow I had all dark clothes on, but I had a white t-shirt on. And when you're going through manic episodes, your house is spotless. You run out of things to do because you're basically awake 22 hours a day, and so there's not much left to do. So this one period of episodes, I got home, and so I washed all the dogs, and then I realized I had one white t-shirt, and so I started like getting myself in a tizzy because I didn't want to leave a white t-shirt in my laundry basket. So the best plan I could come up with, which was very logical at the time, was to get all my white clean clothes, other t-shirts, socks, things like that, and wash them again. So I could wash this one white t-shirt. That seemed logical. Now it's not logical, but it's kind of funny. Also, another one, so where I lived like 2 blocks from a Costco, and they had a gas station. So I always had this paranoia that when they opened at 6:30 in the morning, I would drive my motorcycle and I'd fill my motorcycle up with gas. Well, motorcycles do a lot of mileage on the gas. So basically I was putting like 23 cents in, 12 cents or something stupid. And then I'd get my car and then I'd fill it up. Well, if I've been to work and that, it'd probably take like $3 worth of stuff. But then if I hadn't left the house, I would take it down. It literally would be 15 cents. That's all I was putting in. But I had this paranoia in my head that I had to make sure my car and my motorcycle were, filled up. meant logic sense then. It does not make it now. But it was kind of funny that the guys at the gas station would just look at me like I was weird, because one minute, there I am on a motorcycle filling up, and I go back and, nobody else is even there. And then I'd come back down with my car and then I'd fill that up. And, it's not taking much. It probably cost them more in credit card fees than it did for me to put her in. So that's the kind of stupid thing that I've done. What else have I done? I've done some really, really crazy stuff. So going back to the last video that I did, and so this whole thing of you get this extra sexual drive, and it really ricochets out of your life. It's so powerful, and it's like you can't get sexually satisfied. A lot of people do have promiscuous, risky sex because you're frustrated. You want to be sexually satisfied, and that's why you can masturbate to the point where your penis bleeds. It's done so raw. So it's not fun at the time. It's frustrating, and then in one way it's kind of pleasurable, and then another way it's just like, ow, that hurts. What other crazy? Oh, I've shopped and dropped off quite a few $1,000s on stuff that I didn't really need, and got tons and tons of boxes of shit, which I do think I should be able to claim off my health insurance, because it's their problem. I'm sure they would like that. Anyway, you just do all this kind of really off the wall stuff. I mean, it's like you really could go for a 2-mile run and then not break a sweat, and go to the gym. I mean, I'd go I'd get up, say 2 in the morning, and then I'd go down to where I lived. They had a gym, so I'd do cardio for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then I'd go to work, and then I'd go to the gym afterwards, and then I'd be doing other things. And we all know what that is. Yeah, so it's a hard time to be in. I know a lot of bipolar people that love this whole manic episodes. They love the extra energy. They love the drive. And it is kind of thrilling at the time, but in my head, I'm pretty much a logical person, and in my head is I always know there's a fall at the other side of it, and the higher and longer that goes for, the worse to me the worse the fall is. It's if my rapid high is just a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's okay. If it starts going into months, that's when I just know that this big fall is going to happen, and a lot of times it's excruciating, and it's just so sad, because when you're in that down, there's nothing anybody can do, say, or because it cannot lift you out of it. It's like one of those it's like going to IKEA, and you've got to start at the beginning to get to the cash registers, and you know where the stuff is you want, but you have to go through the whole friggin' maze to get to the other end. And that's basically depression or manic episodes, is it's going to end, it's not going to last forever, but you have to go through it, and it's a pretty it's not a fun ride to be in. So hopefully I've answered the questions of crazy things I've done. You know what, I know there's other stuff, and I'm not putting it right on my head right now. So if I think of it, I'll put it into another video. But yeah, you guys like your masturbation stuff. I mean, come on. But for mine it's very good, because for him to not get prostate cancer, or one of the ways not to get it, is through masturbation, which ejaculation brings you to the prostate, and so that helps you, stimulates the prostate, and helps against prostate cancer. So if you catch your boyfriend or your husband or your son or your daughter, why am I saying that's just man? Or your mother, your father, your whatever, masturbating, it's good for them and it's good for you. So I say, when in doubt, sounds bad, rub one out. All right, kids, I'm home. I was just going into my entrance of my parking lot. All right, children, hopefully you like this video as much as everybody else. And I'll chat to you in the next day or 2 or 3. All right, I'm going to pull into my parking space. Here we go. Whee!